Okay, everybody, I am going to get started. Again, at the top of the call, I mentioned my name is Karen Roberto. I am the Vice President of Marketing here at TOPS. And first, I just want to thank you for joining on. I know you could be lots of other places, so we're really, really pleased to have you here with us. So jumping ahead, today we're going to be talking about the features in this latest release here at TOPS. And as a result, I've asked two very important people to join me on this venture. So we also have, including myself, Adam Pierce here with us. He is our product marketing manager, and Christoph Gustovich, who is our CIO, and he is in charge of all things security, product engineering development. So obviously some great voices here at the table. I know we have a lot of folks on the call today. I'm going to jump through these next sections pretty quickly. So I know we're here to look at the meat of these features that we're really excited to see. But for those who are less familiar with TOPS as an ecosystem of full end-to-end community operations, I just wanted to start and introduce ourselves. We are the most comprehensive all-in-one solution for property management. We are one of the first to do it in the technology space here, and well outside of accounting, we have grown to be full community operations, which is communications, resident engagement, AP and AR, accepting payments, and really best in the industry integration. So we are really, really excited that you all are here. And jumping in, I just want to make sure I'm sharing appropriately. You should see everything here now. I'm going to look to my counterparts and say, are you able to see everything I'm sharing right now? Great. Okay, perfect. So continuing on, I got a light ping that maybe there was an issue there. We are solely focused on one thing and one thing only, and that is work simplification for community operations, right? So everything from making tasks less manual and to empowering you to do more with less. That's what we're here for. So jumping ahead, I also have to take 1 second here. It wouldn't be in marketing if I didn't take the chance to say thank you to our customers as well. We were recently named again G2's leading community association management platform. And that is fantastic because that is all from our customers and our users, and the likelihood to recommend us, the ease of using us, the ease of doing business with us, and ultimately going in the right direction, which this whole presentation is actually going to be about. We're going to show you the direction we're taking right now and the direction we're going in here in the near future. So really excited to share more. So just setting this up for those who haven't joined on our quarterly updates now as feature releases, again, we are designed to simplify, right? Designed to simplify and empower community operations here for you. And so that's really setting the stage for what you're going to see out of the product development and engineering team here at TOPS. And we'll hear obviously a lot more about that through this call as we go in. So let's dive in. Who's this webinar for? We get a little playful, right? We've got to have some fun here and showcase a little bit about what we're here to solve for. But this webinar is going to be for you if you hear things from your team like, I need a way to charge residents one-time electronic payments. I'm spending a lot of my time doing a lot of manual tasks that I repeat day in, day out. Maybe it's 60% of my time, 70, 80. You are struggling maybe with customized reports. You have some reports in here, but you're really exporting a lot of that and finagling it and doing Excel wizardry to make it work for you so you can see some things in the way that you want to see them. And a lot of things like coupon books and how we're interacting with residents here. And so spoiler, we're going to solve for a lot of these here on this call today. So without further ado, I mentioned Christoph Gustovich is on this call. To get into the meat of our feature release, I also want to talk a little bit about the trends in property management and technology that are starting to drive our product roadmap. So I'm going to kick it over to Christoph to talk to you about some of those trends.
Thank you, Karen. So TOPS listened and released, really listened and researched to identify the top trends within the property software industry. We saw a need to invest resources to design and engineer solutions satisfying needs within the customer base. And next slide, we can go into, why did we listen and research? And we listened to you as our customers, and we're really excited to release the new Q2 features in these 5 areas. increasing automation to simplify work, ensuring you have the tools necessary to optimize your business, and making sure you are a trusted partner we're a trusted partner by securing your information. And we're going to talk a little more about that. One of our more exciting areas of focus is automation. We have set out to automate the manual by providing the ability to simplify and create sequential complex workflows to run autonomously within TOPS. Some big words there, or at least for me. This will include the capability to create process templates that can easily be used across multiple communities. We heard how our more rigorous and fixed jobs were more task-based, and we're not able to be easily duplicated across communities. And in the demo, we're gonna kind of give you a little sneak peek into that. Adam?
Awesome. Yep, we also have Adam on the call. Go ahead, Adam, and talk to us a little bit about our operations.
Here we go. So measuring and optimizing operations has always been a big major focus for TOPS since the beginning. Luckily, we've listened up, we've heard from the customers, and we know things that are really bubbling to the surface these days, as Christoph mentioned, is the reporting and analytic tools, all the tools that you need at your fingertips to derive those key operational insights. And even something as simple and convenient as having one way to process and receive payments that can do multiple charges at one time, all in one monthly automated transaction, or tools that make it very simple, easy for you to run your business and optimize operations for you every month. And so we're going to be bringing those to you and a few other tools and kind of cool new features up in the demo later on today.
Excellent, thanks, Adam. As you know, integrations are critical to your success. And it's one of the areas we are really concentrating on, is to allow TOPS to partners and key vendors to provide you as our customer additional valuable services and features. Having to log on to multiple Windows applications, remember tons of passwords, can be a pain in you know what. Our API partner integrations, such as South Data, allows you to utilize South Data services. You can now send coupon books and letters, orders directly from TOPS One and have them shipped directly to your homeowners without leaving the application.
Yeah, I have to say, I know, I think all of us, since we all started working with TOPS, have heard a lot about the coupon book. So I know this one in particular is something that people have been waiting in the wings for. So we're excited to show you that.
You're on mute.
We know that building and connecting with your communities is a critical role and part that you play, and we're here to help. So last quarter, if you attended the webinar, we rolled out some pretty cool text messaging features that will send event-based text messages when something happens that you pre-set up. It's just one other way to communicate effortlessly and seamlessly without manual interaction. But this quarter, we're actually releasing event-based email notifications. It's a mouthful too, Christoph. We're continuing to build new and innovative ways to clearly and easily communicate and update with timely and efficient manners. And we're really excited to show you how this works later on.
Cool. And everyone's absolute favorite topic du jour, I know, is security. So Christoph, talk to us a little bit about that.
Well, security is a hot topic. It might not be something anybody wants to talk about, but here at TOPS, it is one of the principles of our business. We know you trust us with your data. You want to ensure it is kept safe and secure. We are continuing to invest and grow security within our infrastructure behind the scenes, but you all also notice some changes to the user side as well, aimed to keep your information safe. This quarter's new feature includes ability to archive communities that are no longer managed to reduce the risk of an accidental activity flowing through them, like payments or invoices. It also helps declutter your screens so you're not seeing hundreds of deactivated communities. We also have implemented security regulation. I know security regulations are just wonderful. This one will require you to log off or log you off after 15 minutes of inactivity. That's not the good part. I know you're not liking that. However, what we did and spent a lot of time on is to really allow when you get logged off to allow you to log back in and continue where you left off, to not lose any work, to be able to keep your notes if you were in the middle of your notes taking in other areas of the screen, which will help limit the impact of that new security feature. The last security feature we've implemented is printed check audit logs. This will notify a user when attempting to reprint a previously printed check, and even requests a detailed reason to log for future references. This is huge in the sense of we had many customers talking to us about, we don't know if we printed this or when we printed it or if it actually made it out in the letters. This should help give you more guidance and provide you that secure notification and communication of what's actually happened. Security can add complexity to users, and we're always striving to extend effective security without adding the complexity. We will always look to minimize security risk factors and continue to evolve our safety and security technology for your benefit.
Yeah, I think what you'll just see is there is such a delicate dance between usability for our customers, our potential customers, as well as PCI compliance. And so that is at the forefront of how we continue to evolve our platform, is with those two key parts in mind. So Adam is going to walk us through some of these exact features and enhancements that we've talked about.
Sure.
So let's go ahead and jump in and take a look here. And I'm going to go off and make sure you guys are totally focused here and get you started here.
Awesome. Yeah, so one of the first features that we're going to cover, and it's one of the most exciting ones because it feels like we're, Star Trek land into the future, is automation tools. This is how we back up, how we say we're going to automate the manual, and it really allows the software to complete the work for you.
So 3 of the goals of this feature is to really take the individual tasks and be able to consolidate them into full processes. To be able to take those processes, create templates that can easily be and quickly be shared and used across multiple communities, and create a more advanced scheduling tool.
Right. So thanks, Christoph. I went ahead and jumped into the workflow manager, which is just simply under workflows. And you can see right now, I am going to go ahead and create my own job and series of connected tasks. But you also have the option to use previously saved templates if you need to. So we did some digging from some of our customers and heard that this is a popular one. So we're going to create an automated job that will run prepaid and apply late fees. Now, what's cool about this is it doesn't just run tasks. It's actually pretty smart. You choose your frequencies. You have some bobbles to exclude weekends. You choose your start dates and your end dates if you need one, or you can just set it to run monthly. And then you add to workflow. So I'm going to finish that timestamp. And when you add to workflow, you'll see below, it just popped into the section called workflow jobs. Now you can see the magic starting to happen. So the first task is already built. There's no configuration need. We've got the green light. And so I'm going to go ahead and put the next step, which is to apply prepaids. Same thing with the times and start times and end times. And then for this one, it does require a little configuration. So you just choose which codes that you want to be the fee to be applied for, and then you're good to go. Now, I set this to only continue if the previous job succeeds. You can also have date ranges of times and days between current jobs. Next, you just choose save and your workflow is done. This feature is a pretty good one. I'm trying to spend some more time with it, and it's our custom financial reports. So what we have done is to add some flexibility and some options when creating financial statements. Some of these bells and whistles are the ability to adjust layouts, include accounts, ranges of accounts, subtotals and totals. You really can get in there and create your own. So here you can see I've already set up a balance sheet report and I'm adjusting the layout. So I went ahead and took the pool fund out of the layout and it removed from the column in the bottom. Now, if I want to see what this looks like, I can go to export and it will give me a preview of the layout that I created with my balance sheet. You see my cash and my receivables, and then you see the columns that I included in the layout settings. Another feature that we did is also the ability to include certain accounts. So here the accounts will display. I can now go up to the top, select the accounts that I want to be included. Here I selected all cash, because cash is king. Hit save, and that's going to be the accounts that are included in this total line. And I'm going to do the same thing for my receivables. Select all receivables, and that's included in the subtotals lines that I created also, which is another new element and feature of our advanced reports. The last one is the totals line that also I created, and it will sum everything together, just the accounts that you want. Now we're going to roll on into the next, which is, as Karen alluded, the famous coupons. So we've heard a lot about the coupons and the working with self data. We've now integrated so you can do it directly from TOPS. So in order to do this, we just start with a community, choose export coupons, and it will bring us to build our coupon books. We chose our partner, which is Self Data. You do have the option to send to direct debit owners. Next is just specifics about your coupons. Do you want 12, 24, 36? Sky's the limit. Put in your beginning due date, and then you have a place to put an optional message for each coupon. After that, it's pretty simple. You select your fiscal year, and then which charges and assessments you want to be included. And then finally, who do you want to send this to? Now, this is a test community, so there's only 3, but you'll see to the right, there's all kinds of select alls, deselects, filters, and searches if you want to specify specifically who to send to. Then you choose send to Self Data, type in your SDI number, which is the number that you received when you initially set up your Smart Connect to Self Data. Then send order, and your coupon books are on the way. So our next feature is a pretty cool one that we talked about, and it is to be able to send event-based email notifications. So to do this, we're going to select a community. Good old All Coast Management is the one we use for everything here at TOPS for testing. Scroll down and you'll look for Manage Notifications. Here you'll be presented with a list of events that are occurring. You'll notice we mentioned earlier how we launched the SMS or text messaging last quarter. Right beside it is email, so you really can pick and choose how you want to communicate with your customers. Just use the toggle, it'll turn green when it's inactive. And then you'll notice that the first AR charges are posted has another option to send a second or follow-up communication, and you can choose the number of days after initial to have it sent. So that's some pretty extra communications just to make sure you're heard. Choose preview, you can preview your email. This is a auto-generated email. Hit close. And then now you'll choose to save your new notification settings. When you do that, you'll be prompted to save for this community or all communities.
And this is, I have to interject, Adam, this is really exciting because this is live for all TOPS users immediately, but we also have the ability to do customizable emails from our Signals product. So we'll call that the marketing plug for today.
That's right. We can get as advanced as you want. The next thing we're going to show is our feature is one of our new security features. And this really is one that helps you manage and keep tabs on all the communities that you have in operations, and also stop any financial risk or erroneous transactions from flowing through non-managed or inactive communities. So to use this, what we're going to do is go into the admin page. You'll scroll down to where you see a list of your communities, select View All, and it's pretty easy after this. You kind of have one button to press. There's just Deactivate. Now, when you press Deactivate, you get a very fun pop-up box. You know, Danger Will Robinson, it's all red. We chose the most subtle color as possible, and there's a reason behind that. We want to make sure that you're absolutely sure you want to deactivate this community. So then click OK. I read all of this great information, and then choose yes to confirm. And bam, you'll see that the status changed to kind of an orange or yellow color, and it says deactivate. Now you still will have the ability to go in and to read archival information, but just keep in mind it's read-only access. And then I'm going to try to go into Jordan Estates right here just to prove I wasn't lying. And there we go. Now the next feature, let's select a community. Is our TOPS pay, and this is how we include additional charges. So I'm going into codes. If you see, it'll list all the charges that possibly can be billed. Choose edit. Make sure that your code frequency is set to monthly to coincide with your TOPS pay payment that's auto drafted. And then just simply use that toggle. We love using that green toggle because green means go, and then hit save. That's it. You can include all the charges you want that can be drafted all at once and no more manual payments. The next one and the last one, which tickles Christoph quite a bit, is printed check audit. Now this is under our security and safeties, and this is one he mentioned that is on the forefront instead of the behind the scenes with our infrastructure. So what this will stop is people from accidentally reprinting or duplicating checks by offering an audit feature and even creating a log that you can put a reason code in. So we're going to select a check that's already been printed, view this check, which will initiate a reprint, and it's going to ask us for a reason. So I can think of one of the reasons that's happened to me from high school until work today is my printer ran out of ink. And I know that happens to all of us. So let's put that in, and then we're going to choose to reprint the check. Now, an image of the check will populate for you to check out, and then you can print it and then stick that puppy in the mail. When I close out of this, you're going to see that I can go back to view this check. And so next time if someone actually comes to do it again, they'll see that it was already reprinted and they don't have to do it for you. The reason code is there. And
Awesome.
that is it for the demos today, Karen.
Thank you, Adam. I really, really appreciate it. And guys, as I mentioned on the beginning of this call, we did want to showcase, of course, everything that we're doing in this feature release. But I also want Christoph to take the opportunity here. We'll be short, but just talk a little bit about the last release, cover that, this release, again, just reiterating, but really tell you all as well what's coming. So Christoph, why don't you take it away?
Thanks, Karen. As you can see, we've kicked it in pretty good high gear. You know, we heard from our customers in prior years, we just weren't delivering the innovation and the effectiveness for optimization they needed. And we really are, I believe, delivering that innovation of features that our customers need to become more effective in their business. Last quarter, we responded to our customers with a slew of new features based on your requests. So a lot of these things you're hearing about in the last Q1 and even now in the Q2 release are literally directly from our customers that are effective and providing a simple, more effective experience to you. Coming next is kind of a historical list of, or a list of new products and features that we're going to continue to innovate and show progression on. Some of these items include kicking off the UI modernization of our product, really coming together. And this is going to be a longer period, but delivering a new, modern, refreshed UI that's more easily to limit the amount of clicking and kind of makes it look like a newer application. Continuing workflow automation. Workflow automation is, of course, one of those big trends that we just got to keep delivering every quarter on and providing new features and enhancements. A new and extremely exciting solution that will bring hundreds of new banks to our smart banking solution. And so I think that's going to be extremely exciting to see that it's not the 5 or 7 or 10 of the big HOA banks, but being able to deliver out hundreds of banks into our smart banking solution in a very short amount of time. So a lot of new things coming, and we're really excited about the future.
Awesome.
100%. And mostly we're really thankful for you all coming in as potential customers or customers of ours and listening to what we have to say and what we're continuing to drive home to help your property management of the communities that you're serving. So without further ado, again, we'd love to take some questions from you all. If for some reason we don't get to everything, do not fret. Go ahead and put them in the chat and we will follow up with you one-on-one and also make sure every question is answered. I'll kind of take the first one out to the group. And I will say, with these financial reports, can I select individual general ledger accounts? Christoph, I'll pose that to you.
The simple answer is yes. That is one of our big focus points is reports and analytics, and you're going to see a continued investment in significant reporting and analytics within the product. We know you can get the data in there. We want to make sure you can get it out in an effective way for you to see it.
Awesome. Can I customize automated email notifications? So I'll take this one since I alluded to it on that slide that we were talking about. But on the email notifications, that was the event-based notifications where we have SMS text messaging and email notifications triggered by events. Those themselves in that module, as we're releasing as part of this release, those are not editable. Those are hard-coded, right, into notifications from the system. But I did mention on that using our signals product, which you can also layer on to your TOPS One account, you do have the ability to customize those communications with your residents on any event-based triggers. So we do have that functionality. It's just not part of this full release.
Great.
And someone was asking about TOPS Pay. And of course, it's marketing. They were asking if it's free. Yes, it is. So it is free and it's available to all TOPS One users. And I know we're at 329 and we like to kind of keep this short because we know you guys have a lot going on. So I'm going to go ahead and call that and say, if you please keep those questions coming. Again, we'd love to hear from you. If you have any additionally that you don't want to throw into the chat or think about after this webinar, please go ahead and email it to us at marketing. We're connected, of course, to product marketing and marketing as a whole here as a group at TOPS. But all in all, I really want to thank Adam and Christoph for jumping on and showcasing so much of what has been developed here at TOPS and what is coming. And mainly I want to thank you all. Again, it is, I know 30 minutes out of the day is actually quite a bit. So I really, really appreciate you jumping on with us and spending that time and taking a look at what we've been working to advance for communities across the country. If you have any questions, of course, let us know. And we will see you next time, next quarter with the latest releases. So appreciate you all and have a great day.
Thanks, everyone. Can't wait till next one.
Take care.
Bye-bye.